So good. So good. So good. So good. Good. So good. 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 So good. This is good.
Recorded in front of a live studio audience at TFC Towers, it's the Bedside Chronicles with PB&J.
Hello, we are live. We're live from Studio B here in TFC Towers. It's the Bedside Chronicles of PB&J, as always. My name is P-Bear.
As ever, J. Kyler, MD.
How's it going? MD stands for medical doctors, doesn't it? Doctor of Medicine, yeah. I was thinking, could you maybe kick me out to be a little bit more active, more lean, a bit more sort of... Because I was watching TV the other day, and I saw a TV programme called The $6 Million Man. I don't know if you've seen it.
Yeah, I've heard
it stars Steve Austin.
Steve Austin?
Yeah.
Not Stone Cold Steve Austin.
No, I thought it was, but it might still be, I'm not sure. But anyway, what they do is they sort of kit him out to be a really cool fighter, you know, he can run really fast, and he can go... Ching, 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 ching. So I was thinking maybe, since you're a doctor...
I am a doctor,
and I'm a prime specimen, I would say, probably.
Right.
Maybe you could sort me out with something.
Where do you feel like you're lacking?
Probably just... I'm not nowhere.
Nowhere?
No.
Well,
I think pretty much perf all round.
Right, yeah.
But there's always room for improvement.
That's true.
I think.
Well, electronics are going through the roof at the minute. They're very popular.
Are they? I thought so. I didn't want to... I'm not a stock man, but yeah, I was picking up on that, yeah.
So I'm saying...
Yeah.
We remove all of your teeth...
Yeah.
And replace them with microchipped false teeth that never break. That would be useful.
Okay.
That'd be handy.
What are the microchips for?
Nothing. You don't have to know. Doesn't matter. It's not important, really.
I'd like to know.
Well, you don't.
Well, we'll think about that.
Yeah, okay. Working our way down.
Yeah.
Shoulders.
Yes. I was thinking maybe before you go on, I was thinking maybe some sort of ball joints so that I can do my arm all the way around.
That's interesting.
I've got all... Because at the minute, I'm just going to stand up. At the minute, I could do that up.
Yeah.
And I could do out, but I can't really do back.
That's
so
interesting.
I could go a little bit back, but not fully.
We could replace your current shoulder joints with tennis balls. So they'll just roll all the way around. That'll be perf.
Yeah. Or maybe just sort of steel balls, like ball joints or something, like ball and socket. And then by extension, I could also have robotic arms. Cannons.
Should we just take your arms right off?
Take the arms off, yeah. Just to be safe.
And then cannons.
I was thinking cannons, or what are you thinking? Because you're the doctor.
Cannons are quite cumbersome.
Yeah.
Probably going to want something more mobile.
Okay, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking katana one hand.
Oh, yeah.
Sniper on the other.
Oh, I really like that.
Yeah.
I'm thinking probably left katana.
Yeah.
And then sniper right.
Because sniper, you need to be more precise.
You need aim. And being a good person, I'm right-handed.
Yeah, you're not a son of the devil.
Is my entire arm going to be a katana?
Yeah.
Where does that leave me elbow-wise? What if I need to fold my arms sternly? Because sniper rifle, I'm assuming that folds right away.
Yeah.
But katana...
Doesn't fold. That's true, it doesn't fold right away. I could...
It'll bend.
Yeah.
It'll probably bend.
It'll probably just bend a bit back.
Yeah.
You can have a flip katana. So you basically only have half an arm, and so you can sort of semi-fold.
Yeah.
And then when you want, you can just flick it out.
I like that. I like the sound of that.
Like a pocket knife, but it's actually a katana.
Yeah. And then leg-wise, probably wheels.
Yeah, big tractor-size wheels.
Or maybe...
For speed.
Yeah, for speed. Or maybe like a rocket packs type situation, where I'm sort of... When I sit down, I'm just sat, no one knows a thing. But then if a crime happens in the distance, you've got it. You know I'm going. I can shoot up out of the air with my rocket. Because you know flames come out of rockets, and that'll give you some distance. They come out right at my arsehole. Yeah. And I can, if I just want to go somewhere, I'll be like up and away. I don't have to say it. Yeah. Don't make it voice activated, but I will say it anyway. And then I can just fly off, point to where I want to go. Yeah?
Yeah, that would work. That's quite easy to do, actually.
How much is this going to... This is free, isn't it? Cause
NHS.
Yeah,
that's fine.
Cool.
Could probably get 2 days in hospital.
Yeah, okay.
Just get you in. Recovery day.
Test
out all the new gear.
Is that on day 2?
Yeah, it's on day 2.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can go on day 2 afternoon.
Okay.
You can stay for lunch if you want.
I probably will.
It depends what day you come in.
What are you serving?
Well, what day you
come in on a Wednesday, what are you serving?
On a Wednesday,
that's good for me.
It's lasagna for meat eaters, and for vegetarians it's bread and water.
What's Thursday?
Thursday, mushroom stroganoff.
What about for vegetarians?
Mushroom stroganoff.
Okay. What about for meat eaters?
For meat eaters, mushroom stroganoff on the Thursday.
Thursday is more convenient.
Yeah.
But I don't know what you just said, and that scares me. So I'm thinking I'll probably come in on Wednesday. I'll just come in. I'll just wander in.
Yeah,
it's a walk-in clinic.
Walk in and ask for Jay.
Okay. Is it just you there?
Well, I'm the only one that matters. So
yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yes.
Thanks. I was going to ask you that off air, but I thought save time.
Yeah, it's easier.
I might as well do it when the mic's on, when it's rolling. Which, let me just check. It is. So that's good. Yeah. Welcome to Bedside Chronicles, though, Jay. Well, I'm glad you joined us. Just to start the show off, I just want to read out a few messages from the fans, because some fans got in touch.
Nice thing to get in.
Some celeb fans. First of all, are you a big fan of Inside the Actor Studio?
With Lipton.
Yeah, he's got in touch.
Oh, that's nice.
James Lipton, Jamie.
He's getting on a bit, isn't he?
No, I wouldn't say that. That's rude.
Gotta be in his 80s.
Ooh, well, he's listening now, so...
Yeah, he looks good for it, though.
If you want to find out, I'm just going to read out his little message. He said, I listen to the Bedside Chronicles each week to get into character for Inside the Actor Studio. U2's interview technique is impeccable. Plus, it's nice to take my mind off the constant bullying I face, what with being named after Lipton iced tea. U2 wouldn't know anything about being named after food, but I assure you, it's awful. That's quite sad.
Yeah, it is a bit sad.
I'm just going to, in his honour, I'm just going to take a little sip of some Lipton iced tea.
He is 86 years old and used to be a pimp.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
Really?
Yeah,
When was he a pimp?
In his young days.
Oh, okay.
Many moons ago.
He was a pimp?
He was a pimp.
He was like a full-on pimp?
I don't know about full... He says he was a pimp.
You
know, like Snoop Dogg was a pimp.
Only he worked mainly in tyres.
He worked as a pimp in Paris in the 1950s.
In Paris? He was a Parisian pimp?
Shortly after the war.
Fucking hell. Well, next we've got Kevin Bacon. He's got in touch.
Of those adverts fame.
Yeah, of adverts. He says, hey guys, actor Kevin Bacon here. I have to say, I listen to you two every Tuesday and I catch the live streams on Monday when I get a chance. I wonder if he's listening now. I'll just find out.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, cool. You can't actually find out who's listening, but he is, yes. He said, since I'm named after food, my day-to-day life is unbearable. It's refreshing to listen to a podcast hosted by two people who know nothing about that. Thank you, PB&J. It's no problem, Kevin Bacon. I'm glad you've got in touch. I'm glad you can get over something as difficult as that. Nice. Next up, Peaches Geldof.
Oh,
she's only got in touch. Bob. That's right, that's correct. Daughter of is what I would say. It's more accurate.
Is she a woman?
Do you want to see a picture? Here she is. Right in the audio stream. Yeah. She says, hi PB&J. Since I'm named after food, I can very rarely catch a break. People always make fun of me. Well, ever since I started listening to the Bedside Chronicles, that's all gone, and I feel wonderful. It's great to finally get out of my own mind and listen to a pair of great dudes who, for once, aren't named after foods. Thank you, PB&J. It's no problem, Peaches. I'm glad we could be here for you. John Montague, he's got in touch. He says, hi, I'm John Montague, the Earl of the small town of Sandwich in Kent. There's a little picture of him there.
Oh, he's looking good. Yeah.
He says, being the guy after whom sandwiches are named has made my life a living hell. People always make fun of me for it, and it drives me crazy. When I listen to the Bedside Chronicles, it takes my mind off it completely. It's so refreshing to listen to you two, PB&J, because your name has nothing to do with sandwiches. Well, John Montague, that's nice of you to get in touch and to say that. I'm glad that we can help you overcome your shortcomings. Being the guy who...
Oh, sorry.
You're alright.
Yeah.
Russian Dave is in, by the way, today, doing sound effects.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Dave. Russian Dave. We've got a picture here.
A Russian Dave?
No. Someone's got in touch there and sent us a picture of a celeb.
Oh, cool.
It's the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man. And I have had to censor the picture because he is naked in the picture.
Oh,
but his attached a little note. He says, even though my surname is Marshmallow Man and your names have nothing to do with food, I hope we can still get along. I love you, PB&J.
Oh, that's nice.
That's nice of him. Thank you, Stay Puffed. I'm just going to take a picture right off the live stream now because that's illegal. We can't show naked men.
Men or women.
Other than
PB&J.
Obviously you and I. Which are you going? What were you going to do?
Trouser situation.
What?
Well, we are in Studio B, so.
Oh, what's the rule again? I forgot.
Outside.
Yeah, I can't read. What is it?
Trousers optional.
Optional. So what were you thinking?
Off.
Because if you're taking yours off and I'm leaving mine on, that'll create a bit awful balance.
Yin
yang. Yeah. So I'm thinking I'm going to
off.
Well, if you are, only if you
yeah,
are.
I know, I will to make it more comfortable.
Yeah, just more comfortable. It
Especially in this
saves a lot of
stifling
time
heat.
as well. It's very hot. It's very hot. I've got some news about the heat in a minute.
34 degrees it was today in the garden.
What? Fahrenheit? That's not very much.
But over by the lake.
I didn't know you lived near a lake.
TFC Towers Lake.
Oh, yeah. We're near a lake. Is it?
Our lake.
Our lake,
The one that we own.
The lake that we bought recently. It's a good lake.
It's a nice lake.
It's filling up quite nicely.
With water and animals and stuff.
Mostly water and animals and nothing else, I don't think. As far as I know. I think we should move straight on to weird news now.
Weird news?
Yeah, I think we should start the show off.
If you give the signal to Dave...
Okay, what's the signal? Is that it?
I don't think it is, but he's
got it.
Yeah.
He's got it.
He looks a bit
He's
confused.
clever. Let's play that.
International news and information. This is a
TFC Network.
Thanks for that, Dave.
That's nice.
Dave's there with a gong, so when I'm going to give him the signal, and he's going to gong. Let's just test that. Dave, gong. Yeah, that works. Right, first of all, I'm going to read through some headlines that have been in the news, wacky headlines maybe. I did tease a minute ago that one of them involves heat, and I'm not a liar. One of them does involve heat. Dave, gong if you please. Stop frying eggs on roadside, Death Valley officials say. Apparently people are frying eggs on the road in Death Valley.
50 degrees though this year, isn't it? This
Apparently.
week even.
This is what I've heard, like 120 Fahrenheit or something.
That's sweaty.
It's sweaty, yeah. You'll want to be naked.
Yeah.
You will want to be naked.
Yeah.
If you listen to this and you're in the Americas,
Clothes right off.
clothes
please.
off, please. And if your clothes are on, turn this
Turn
right off.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But if your clothes are off, tweet us, hashtag PB&J.
Just a little picture, just so that we know.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
We just want our fans to be committed to the cause.
Male, female, even male, even.
Yeah, males, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, I'm alright with male.
That's
if you wanted to
cool,
show
yeah.
us your cock and butt, well, any part of your
The
body.
BBC.
BBC, ball, cock.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
In that order.
Yeah.
3 separate pictures would be nice. The first ball, then the second ball, and then the cock.
Animated.
Yeah.
All helicoptering independently.
Yeah, that would be perfect.
Dave, gong if you please. Town in Minnesota has 4-year-old mayor. I've got a little picture of him here. Hang on a minute.
He's definitely 4. Why is he 4? Why is he the
Here we
mayor?
go. He's 4. I don't know. I didn't care to look into it.
He's probably doing a better job than all the other politicians. Ah!
That's. Why would you say that?
Sorry.
That's nasty, isn't it? Think of all the politicians listening to this on their day off, and what you've just done to them.
Bit like Dave.
What are you doing, Dave? Come on. Also, that's a drum roll, not a rim shot.
Oh.
He's not very good at drums, though, is he, Dave?
Yeah.
No, he is Russian.
It's a little bit embarrassing.
They don't have drums in Russia. But I can give you a quote from this mayor. He says, "I like ice cream." Who doesn't like ice cream? That's a silly thing to say.
Very political.
Yeah,
He's
in
staying
more-
right in the middle.
Yeah, he has, yeah, fence. In more baby news, baby accidentally buys car on eBay using her dad's phone. It's a bit of a jalopy. Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
There it is, look, that's right in the live stream. So that's embarrassing. I keep unplugging my laptop and it makes a beeping noise. when I put
How did that little kid go about doing that?
Again, I didn't care to look into it,
Yeah.
but I think what happened was she made a few calls because it says phone, and what I know of phones is that you call people on them.
Yeah.
I don't know that they have any other functionality than that. What I'm doing here is I'm pretending to be so out of touch that I don't realise that phones have more than one functionality. Obviously, I know that you can get eBay on your phone, but I think she probably rang someone up and said, "Oh, I want to buy a car." Again, what I'm doing here is I'm pretending that a baby could speak and have the it's a new angle I'm going. If I could just get a rim shot, Dave, that'd be perf.
Dave,
get on that. What? He's got to go from the. It's a bit late. He's got to go from the gong back to the drum set. Speaking of gongs, Dave.
Do you want another gong?
He does, yeah. Judge dismisses Phantom Hands defence and jails Christian healer for groping victims. That was you, wasn't it?
Yeah.
George Boak, his name was, which I thought, Jake.
Synonym.
Yeah. Oh, Dave, steady there. Cat shit is underappreciated health threat, according to scientists.
I don't think so, no.
Well, yeah, it's toxoplasmosis. That's going to rot your brain right off.
Is it?
Yeah.
Right off?
Yeah, so don't be sniffing cat shit.
Can I eat it?
Don't ask stupid questions. Yes, you can eat it.
Oh, thank fuck.
Jesus. They always tell pregnant women to stay away from cat shit, don't they? Which I think if you need to be told to stay away from cat shit,
You got a problem.
you're living a life that I would wish I could live.
Just rolling around in cat shit. I don't really own a cat.
You don't really own a cat.
No.
Not very much.
No.
I own 3 cats. So, but they all shit in the neighbour's garden, so I'm fine.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I'm alright.
That saves you time.
Saves me a lot of time. Brevity. Brevity's safe. Yeah. Dave, if you will, another gun. This is the main story for tonight. British public wrong about nearly everything, survey shows.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
That's never a good sign.
Yeah, are you happy with that? Do you agree with that?
I can take that or leave that, really.
This is a survey from the Royal Statistical Society and King's College London. It was a phone survey of 1,015 people aged 16 to 75, just in case you're interested in the statistical side of things.
I am.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Love statistics.
Okay, I actually hate statistics, so I didn't want to say that, but I thought I'd do it just for you.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
Yeah,
That's very
it's
nice.
fine. This was a survey of various issues surrounding British life, and it turns out that nearly every British person is completely wrong on all these things. So I'm just going to quiz you
Yeah.
on some topics. First of all, is benefit.
Oh,
Yeah, you were wrong there. That's embarrassing.
embarrassing. Let myself down.
I just slipped on the button there. First of all, is benefit fraud.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you the question that was asked the people on the survey, and then I'm going to tell you what the public think according to the survey.
Yeah.
I might say something pithy. Who knows? I might say, I don't know. The survey says. Who knows?
Oh.
And then I'm going to tell you in reality what the answer was.
I like it.
Okay. So benefit fraud. What percentage of benefits are fraudulently claimed? What do you think is the real answer, and what do you think the public thinks?
Okay. Do you not give me any options? Do we just have to pick a percentage out of my arse?
Okay, I'll give you some options. 1, 2, 3. Continue on to 100.
What percentage of benefits are fraudulent?
Yeah.
15?
You think it's 15?
About 15%?
What do you think the public thought?
75%.
Okay, I can tell you that the public thought it was 24%, so you're wrong there.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
And I can tell you that in reality, a whopping 0.7% of benefits are fraudulently claimed.
But on the scale, ratio-wise, I was completely correct. So, Dave, if you will. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, immigration.
Immigration.
You're big in immigration, aren't you?
Yeah.
Because you're from, where are you from originally?
Costa Rica.
Britain, you meant to say. That was a test.
I mean, Britain.
Come on. What percentage of the population consists of recent immigrants? What do you think the public thinks, and what do you think the real answer is?
The public think 13%.
Okay.
And the actual is 0.5.
I've sort of tipped you off to a... You think there's a trend here of 0 point things, but I can tell you that the public thinks... You're backwards. The public thinks it's 31%.
Yeah.
In reality, it's a measly 15%. Bit higher than you thought.
Well, 15% of the country's recent immigrants.
Yeah. Legal and illegal alike.
Yeah. Well, I think I was correct on that one, Dave.
Well, I think you were wrong, but okay. Ethnicity.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one.
Yeah.
What percentage of the British population is black and Asian? The public thinks... Oh no, wait, I'm not going to say... Far too much to drink the way of whiskey.
Oh, dear.
What do you think the public thinks, and what do you think the real answer is?
The public thinks 45, the real answer is 20.
Well, I can tell you that the public thinks 30, so you went far off.
Yeah.
The real answer is 11%.
Oh, so I think, Dave, if you will, correct again.
I used to have a teacher who said once, did you know that now there are more ethnic people in Britain than there are white people?
Do you know what he was?
He was completely wrong. But I said, sir, that's complete bullshit. Then I tried to argue with him, but he sent me outside and I stood in the corridor for the rest of the lesson.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is oppression, really.
But if he's listening now, I just want to let him know.
Mr. Long. You were wrong, I'm afraid, Mr. Long. Oh, that's embarrassing. Drama teacher and my form teacher.
Let himself down there.
Yeah. Oh, good guy, though. A little bit racist.
Racist.
But good guy. Crime.
Yeah.
Okay, the question is, are crime rates falling or rising? What do you think the public thinks, and what do you think the reality is? This one's a bit
Rising.
easier. The public thinks rising.
Yeah.
And what do you think the reality is?
Falling.
I can tell you that the public thinks, or, hang on a minute, our survey says, there you go, 58% think that crime is not rising, and a further 51% of people think that violent crime is in fact increasing, but in reality both are decreasing.
I was correct again. Well
Pretty
done.
much.
Well done,
Teen
Nick.
pregnancy.
Yeah.
What percentage of girls under the age of 16 become pregnant every year? What do you think the public thinks, and what do you think is the reality?
What percentage of under 16-year-olds become pregnant?
Yeah. Specifically, girls.
Right, that's completely changed things in my mind. What percentage the public think 7, actuality 2?
Okay. I can tell you that the survey says 15%. That's what the public thinks.
Yeah.
In reality, the percentage is 0.06.
Oh, I was correct on that.
Oh, did you? Well, debatable.
Did well.
Foreign aid. What percentage of government expenditure goes towards foreign aid? What do you think the public thinks, and what do you think is the real figure?
The public think 25, actuality 5.
The public thinks 25%.
Boom!
Yeah.
Dave, if you will.
Oh, actually, no, I've read that completely wrong. 25.
Dave, if you will, just again.
25. What it actually is that 25% of the public think that it's in the top 3 of expenditures.
All right, it's not though.
In reality, it's 1.1% of spending.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
How? Just got a phone call. Hello? Why can't I answer?
Who's this?
Hello? Oh, it's Dave. He's just saying I'm correct.
right. Oh, there goes the phone again.
The phone? Is it? I can't hit. Oh, here it is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, definitely a phone.
Hello, it's Auntie Zabs, the CEO of TSC Network.
Hello, Zabs. How are you?
Can you please tell Dave to stop playing the incorrect sound effects?
Dave. He says, go fuck yourself.
Tell Dave he is now fired.
He does not want to be fired.
Okay, then he is no longer fired. See you later. Tell him he is a naughty boy. She's gone. Thanks, Zabs, for getting in touch. That was nice of her. Hey! She had a special moment there. Come on!
Dave's having a good time today.
It's fun though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So whatever. Do you want to move on to cheeky little bit of celeb news? Is that what you want? Is that what you're after?
Celeb news.
I can do some if you want.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I can if you want.
Yeah.
It's no trouble.
Yeah, right.
How are you feeling about news regarding Leah Remini?
Of Kings of Queens fame.
Which you only know because I told you that prior to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Leah Remini. If you don't know who Leah Remini is, then look at the video because I've got a little picture of her there. She's standing. She's all sassy. She's like that.
Ooh,
one hand on it.
sass on.
Oh yeah, big time. She's got a little bag there. It's probably gooch, isn't it? It's probably gooch.
Yeah.
Probably a gooch bag.
Gooch
you can
bag.
tell you're big. You're good on bags. What's that?
That's a gooch.
Is that gooch?
That's a classic gooch.
Is that a gooch bag? I thought it might be.
Yeah.
She's from King of Queens and presumably other stuff. Apparently she's quitting Scientology.
Oh, why? That's not going to go down well.
Yeah, I didn't know that she was a Scientologist, but apparently she was. And apparently she converted J-Lo in 2008.
Oh, is J-Lo a Scientologist?
This is what I gathered from the blog that I read.
That's depressing, because she's always been quite hot.
Yeah.
Now she's gone down like one hot point in my mind.
Bennifer, all that. I'm always really depressed when I find out that celebs are Scientologists.
That
What
guy
upsets me?
from Malcolm in the Middle. for instance.
Christopher Masterson. Is that his name? Yes. Francis. Apparently, though, she's quitting, Leah Remini, because she doesn't like the policies of not being allowed to question Miscavige, who is the leader. John Miscavige or something? Can't remember. David Miscavige. And having to excommunicate family members. She's not a big fan of having to disconnect, in quotes, from family members.
That's fair enough.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Really? See, I'm a big follower of Miscavige, the leader, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And here's a little picture of him standing in front of some CGI flags, for example.
Oh, he looks good.
And that's, to me, that's always a winner. And I think Leah Remini's just... Oh, that's a great sound effect, by the way, Dave.
What I was doing is I was J-Lo-ing
Yeah.
and seeing if she was Scientology.
Shall we quick math?
It's not on the Wikipedia. So.
Yeah, I Control-F'd it. I couldn't find it on
Yeah, that's
Wikipedia.
what I just did.
That was all the research that I did. Turned out that I couldn't find anything, so I'm just going with it. She is, in fact.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Miscavige, but
Don't know much about.
apparently she's... No, neither do I, other than that he stands in front of flags, which I'm always doing.
Chats a lot.
Who knows? There's
Pretty
a microphone
rich,
there,
I
but who
imagine.
knows? He is pretty rich. He bought a Super Bowl ad, didn't he, for Scientology?
Did he?
Yeah, for like millions.
We don't get to see these Super Bowl ads over here.
What would you YouTube them? YouTube them.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No?
Too busy watching the game and winning money.
Too busy. That was good. Too busy watching Bedside, I imagine.
Well, yeah, Bedside, then Super Bowl, then winning money.
Spending the money. Then gambling and losing the money.
Yeah.
Ramini has said no religion should tear apart family or abuse someone under the umbrella of religion, which I think is wrong. Well,
Oh, we've got a little debate going on here.
I don't think so. I think religion can do all that stuff.
Why is that?
Because, that's a good point. Haven't really thought about it. But my religion, though, you know, the Church of Peter,
Yeah.
it's taken off in a big bad way.
As it should.
Yeah, and all of my followers, I'm quite mean to them, but what they don't understand is that it's really fun for me.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that's the angle that I'm looking at this from.
You enjoy it?
Yeah, I imagine that Miss Cabbage is having a lot of fun telling people to excommunicate family members.
Getting off to it.
Not masturbating, but
Mentally getting off.
you just did a little masturbate signal.
Well.
Gesture. Yeah. That. Apparently Ramini asked in 2006 about Miss Cabbage's wife, Shelley Miss Cabbage.
Yeah.
Apparently
Hasn't she been missing?
Yeah, she's been missing since 2007.
Dead, I would assume.
Well, you don't know about that. She might be alive, but locked away in like a basement somewhere. Blindfold, handcuffs. Yeah? You don't know.
That's true.
Ramini asked about that, and then Tommy Davis, you know Davis, the former head of the Scientology Celebrity Centre,
Of course, yeah.
he apparently said you don't have the bleeping rank to ask about Shelley. It's interesting that he actually said bleeping. Instead of like a swear,
Like,
shit, or bastard,
Bugger.
trousers.
yeah. Bugger, again.
You should go with bugger.
I like bugger, it's my favourite swears.
Okay. As a result of that, Leah Ramini was put through thought modification for 5 years.
I bet that
5
was
years
well.
of thought mods. So that's brainstorming is what that is.
What's that like?
What's it like?
Yeah.
It's alright.
Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. It just teaches you that Scientology is the true way.
Yeah.
It's the one religion.
Would you go again?
No, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't really like Scientology, but the idea, I'm behind the idea. I often donate to them on PayPal and stuff like that.
That's cool.
She's going to go public, apparently, about Scientology stuff, regardless of how they tried to stop her.
She'll probably be dead pretty soon.
Well, will she, though?
I don't know. Peaches Geldof, Scientologist.
Really?
Apparently, according to this Wikipedia article.
Peaches Geldof, that's
Jason Lee, Scientologist.
what are you doing? Don't do that. I like Jason Lee. Stop it. I don't want to know. I already know that the actress who plays Bart Simpson is a Scientologist.
Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah. No more.
You sure?
Yes. Get it off.
Priscilla Presley,
I don't know who that is. Is that Elvis'
daughter
daughter?
of Elvis.
Turn the laptop right off.
Former Michael Jackson person.
Stop. Michael Jackson person. Oh yeah, she went out with Michael Jackson, didn't she?
Married him, I think.
Oh, I don't want to know all that shit. That's depressing. Turn it off. Is it off?
Got some former members.
No.
Larry Anderson.
I don't know who that is.
Me neither. Neil Gaiman.
Stop it. What are you doing? I don't want to know all this.
He's left. It's
Yeah, but he's really clever. I thought he was anyway.
he was
Apparently-
raised Scientologist. He's left
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
in East Grinstead.
I don't know where that is. Is that London somewhere?
Let's say yes. I don't know.
Have you got any more? This is great for podcasting, by the way.
Charles Manson.
Just-
Lisa Marie Presley.
Charles Manson, didn't he have his own thing going on?
Murder.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
cult of murder.
I don't know if it was a cult of murder.
Well, wasn't it?
He murdered some people.
It was a religion.
Well, his friends murdered some
His
people.
mates, yeah. What he did was swastika in forehead.
Right on the head.
Worked really well. Turn that off, Jay. Because I
Yeah, okay.
want to move on to the next thing.
Hit me.
Film reviews.
Film reviews.
Film reviews.
Well, that is one of my favourite segments.
You're a big fan.
This should be good. Movies.
Most times I'm a kind warrior out here. Occasionally I am challenged, and in that case, the kind warrior must become a samurai.
Movies.
Lesbian? The other L word. Lesbians?
Movies. Yippee-ki-yay. Party. I'm gonna need y'all quit playing with me and pull out your big guns. Movies. Here's a designated slut. Movies.
Hamish!
Wake up, you silly old fucker! Would you say it's time for our viewers to crack each other's heads open and feast on the goo inside? Movies. For some unknown reason.
It's Sharknado this week, that's what I watched.
Oh, what a
Sharknado.
Now, before we get into it,
Yeah.
I just want to read a few thoughts
Okay.
from people all over the world. Just people
Okay,
that
yeah.
got in touch.
Got in touch with us.
Yeah,
Okay.
they just shot us their reviews because
Sure.
they heard about it.
Right.
Mathpm17 from the United States.
Okay. US.
He said the title should have been a heads up for me. Sharknado is undoubtedly one of the most painfully stupid movies I've seen in a long time.
Wow.
The dialogue is pinheaded. Events and actions repeatedly defy the laws of nature and physics.
It's not true.
And some of the more dramatic moments were actually laugh out loud funny. A lame and overly ambitious mishmash of Jaws.
That's a great phrase though. It's come up with something brilliant there. I might start using that. What is it? Mashmish?
Mash, yeah.
That's really good.
Could make for an entertaining pizza day.
What's pizza do?
I don't know, but I want to know.
I think what's happened there is that he's really fat and he thinks
Just
that
wants to
everyone
eat
knows
pizza.
what pizza day is. But it's just that he's fat.
You know, that's just one of many we got.
Okay.
Do you want another one?
I suppose so, I don't know. Yeah. Hit me. This is great, by the way.
Started out as
Listen, listener.
drug dealing people or something. I wasn't really paying attention, and the Asian guy was like pew pew, and the other guy was like pew pew, and the sharks were like and the crewmen were like ah. Then the sharks came on the land and were like nom nom, and they were eating everywhere. And this reporter got eaten by a flying shark, and then bam, shark tornado. Oh yeah, a bartending lady killed a shark with a cue stick somehow, and the sharks were flying and eating stuff, and this guy got eaten but chainsawed his way out, and he found some lady in there, and they dropped bombs in the tornado cause YOLO and stuff. The shotgun flying sharks, it was the best thing ever. I recommend it to everyone ever. Thank you, Bob Welsh.
What did he give it out of 10?
He gave that a flat 10.
Well, that's quite high. That's high for me.
It's a bit
bit too high.
But what are your thoughts on
Well, I think, it's always difficult to approach a very sensitive subject like this, because obviously a lot of people did die in the Sharknado.
Well, I think to cash in so quickly on what was a devastating tragedy for the people of Los Angeles.
Well, you say that. I don't know. I personally don't think they were cashing in. I think they were sending a real message. A very important message.
A warning?
Well, yeah, a warning. They were raising awareness. They were saying that, hey, sometimes sharks will collide with tornadoes.
And that is devastating.
Yeah. And then
Which
that'll
we saw
create...
throughout the flick.
Yeah, I mean, the title is Sharknado. It should actually be called Sharknado 3, because there were 3 Sharknados.
3 different Sharknados.
Yeah. So, apparently they've already confirmed a sequel. Which makes me feel like they're planning another Sharknado.
I hope not, because I don't want more innocent lives to be lost.
Yeah, exactly. That's my feeling. I agree with you. Do you know what I hate? When innocent people die.
It's one of my least favourite things.
Love it when guilty people die, though. That's the best.
That's why I like the death penalty.
Yeah, I love the death. Love the death penalty.
I could tell.
Yeah, so I just got a little bit too excited about the death penalty. I thought, it handled the situation with tact. Mm-hmm. It was good to see some public figures in LA getting involved. Tara Reid, she got involved.
Yeah, it was nice of her to spare her time.
Yeah, because she's very
working.
busy.
Yeah.
She's very busy. She's very busy. The last thing she was in was, I think, The Big Lebowski.
98.
Late 90s, yeah. So she's been working very hard. And it's good to see her sort of stepping out of that
just saying, look,
busy lifestyle.
I'm a big famous actor.
Yeah.
But I have the time to spread the word to the fellow peasants of the world.
Yeah.
Come on, sometimes God just wants to shit on our heads.
And we've got to take a stand. And I'm taking a leaf out of her book. And even though I'm a big famous guy like you,
yeah.
Even though we're probably the world's most famous podcasters probably at this point.
But, well, judging just purely on hashtag.
Judging on the hashtag PB&J, which people are always using, especially around lunchtime.
The F up.
I just want to also take some time out of my busy schedule, or schedule. Yeah, to raise awareness and say, if you're in the LA area, think about a basement.
Stay underground at all times.
Stay underground at all times. Not at all times, but if there's a storm coming.
Yeah, if there's a tornado.
Yeah.
In a shark-filled area.
Sharknado.
That's clever.
Yeah, that's good. I think they should do a sequel called Sharknado.
Is it going to be based in a volcano?
Yeah, because you know, in the sort of the Pompeii sort of area,
yeah,
a lot of volcanoes going off all the time. A lot of sharks as well.
That's true. Pompeii, there's loads of them actually.
Oh, there are a lot of sharks. Have you seen in Pompeii the ruins where there's a lot of ashen people like screaming and stuff?
And there's stray dogs walking about.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of sharks as well, which is what you don't hear about, and I think that we should raise awareness about that as well. Maybe me and you could.
We could film that, couldn't we?
Yeah. If we just go over there with the camera, we've got a microphone.
Well, that's all we need.
Here it is, look. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a phone that has a camera on it.
Oh, hang on a minute. Mine's got a camera on it as well. Is yours a Samsung?
Yeah, mine
doesn't work then.
Mine's dead.
Yeah, mine doesn't work either.
So
yeah,
might have to borrow one from a friend.
Well, like we used to use mine.
Does yours work?
Yeah, I've got a 2 gigabyte SD. Oh, you've broken that.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
That's gone.
I've got a 2 gig SD card in it, so I've got about 5 or 6 minutes of footage.
So we could do a short little feature.
Yeah, we should take some cues from this film though, because this film did some things great.
Oh, it did a lot of things great.
Chainsaw attacks.
I love the chainsaw attacks. I'm going to go out and say it. I've always been a fan of chainsaw weaponry. I went and studied it at college for a little while.
Oh yeah.
And it's just amazing to see that being used.
What did you study? Chainsaws?
Chainsaw, like fighting techniques.
Chainsaw fighting techniques?
Yeah.
CFT?
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that as well.
The lesson 1, fame for the groin.
Fame for the groin, throat, yeah. I did that.
And that's pretty much the only lesson.
That was the only one.
People die a lot. It's more.
Where did you do it?
Tech.
Tech, I did it at Tech as well.
Yeah.
A technical college here in Grimsby.
Saturday afternoons I used to go.
Yeah, I did it as well. Oh, were you the guy with the hat?
Yeah.
Jake Iber MD?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was P-Bear, I came with you.
Oh yeah, we went together, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Got the certificate. They didn't let me keep the chainsaw.
Didn't they?
No, because I had to load it from the college.
Yeah, I bought my own because I'm more well off than you.
Oh, you are. Yeah. But it was really annoying because actually I turned up on day 1 of the course thinking, chainsaw fighting technique. Get in, expecting them to be chainsaws about. Just like, help yourself.
Laid out on the table,
help yourself
maybe.
to a chainsaw and then just get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe like pins.
Yeah. Olives. Pimento olives.
And I was talking to Mr. P, of course, who does the course. And I was like, where do I pick up my chainsaw from?
This is Craig Chainsaw Peterson.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead now.
Yeah, chainsaw attack.
Yeah, chainsaw attack. Yeah.
And he was like, well, didn't you bring your own? I was like, no, I'm broke. And he's like, this is going to be a bloody nightmare for you.
Yeah.
He said, you've got to go down storage. It's 3 floors down from chainsaw.
I obviously didn't go with you because
you already had it. You were getting right in there. I think you killed 2 before you left the room.
Yeah, I sort of patted you on the back and said, good luck, Jay. And then I went into the room proper and just started going for it.
Chainsaw.
It's mostly melons, so I won't lie, but I did have a little girl's arm off.
That's good.
Yeah.
Week 1.
Yeah. Day 1. It was like within the first few minutes. So you were down a storage room.
So I had to go all the way down to storage room. And I was like, have you got any chainsaws? I'm up in CFT.
It was CFT, yeah.
And they're like, did Craig send you down? And I was like, yeah.
Room 7F, I remember.
And they're like, here you go, there's this rusty old shitty piece.
Yeah.
And I had to sign out when I was going to bring it back. And then get it back up to the room.
You had to lug it.
Pull it. There's no fuel.
Yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
So I was like, Craig, have you got any fuel lying about at least? I thought he would have brought some fuel.
Yeah, and he said, obviously, no.
He said no.
What he said was, no, we don't.
He said there's a garage, like, just up the road.
Yeah.
So I went to the garage, had to get a little jerry can full, didn't I? Because I couldn't take the chainsaw off the property. So if I take it off the property and do a murder, then it's their fault and illegal. I don't understand.
You would have had to pay back the deposit.
So I got the jerry can, filled that up, paid for it, bought a couple of packets of polos for the way back.
You bought 2 packets of polos?
Yeah.
I don't remember hearing about that.
Well, I'll come to that in a second. Okay. Get back into the room with Craig now. I'm just popping a polo right
in the cup.
Yeah. And he's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
I was like, I was just having polo, freshen up before He's like, no, there's no eating in this. We take We take health and safety very seriously here, and any foodstuffs, that's completely out.
That's not true.
So it's either spit out the polo, or get the fuck out. So I had to leave the polos outside the door.
Yeah.
And I left them under a little note
saying Jay's do not touch.
Jay's polos, these were 45p each, that's 90 pence of my own money.
No, it isn't. 45, add 45, that's 80. Add 5, add 5, that's 80, 55. That's £8.50, those.
Oh, right, yeah.
Of
my own money, so please don't touch them or steal them.
Yeah.
Obviously, then I went into the class.
Gophers everywhere.
jerry can. I had to put that in.
Yeah.
Fill it up. Then I now got a jerry can. Know where I keep a jerry can, so I had to put that on the side as well.
Oh,
then finally I get around to chainsawing.
Yeah.
I do 2 cucumbers.
Yeah. Did you not get onto a melon?
End of lesson after 2
embarrassing.
cucumbers. And then, to rub salt in my already salty wounds, went back outside.
Yeah.
Polos had gone.
Gophers ate them probably.
And then I was just going down the stairs to leave. I was like, oh shit, I've left my jerry can.
Oh, embarrassing.
So I went back up and Craig's fucked up somewhere and he's locked the door. So now I don't have any polos. I don't have my jerry can.
No.
I don't even know if I'm going to go back to CFK.
I've already gone home by this point.
Yeah, you've just gone home. I'm not staying about.
Yeah.
I'm going home.
Yeah. When I was on the bus, I had the chainsaw on the lap.
Yeah.
And a woman came on the bus and she sat next to me.
Yeah.
And she said, that's interesting, you've got a chainsaw. I've also got a chainsaw. And she went into a handbag.
Yeah.
It was a gooch.
Oh,
it was a really nice handbag. It was pink, but it was tasteful. And she pulled out a chainsaw. And I said, what have you got a chainsaw for? And she said, well, it's an interesting story.
Yeah.
I've just been cutting down trees.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Because you know the tech does the tree course where you cut down trees. It's a tree surgeon course for Arbor Day or something. Mm-hmm. But anyway, because it was around that time, wasn't it? April, May time.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, so I've been cutting down trees and loaned this chainsaw and I accidentally took it with me. God. Now I'm on my way back. And I said, you're on your way back to the tech now? And I said, yeah. And I said, well, I'm coming back from the tech. And she said, oh no, I've gone on the wrong bus.
Oh.
So I got off with her and then we called the taxi, went there together.
Yeah.
And then we had anal sex.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, she sort of owed you though for helping.
Yeah, that's why I forced her to have anal sex with me. Yeah.
I'm pleased.
Yeah. By that point, you'd probably gone home.
I was probably at home by then. By then, yeah. Actually, yeah. Just got home and went to sleep, actually.
Have you heard from Craig recently? He is dead.
Well, he texted me about 2 days after that first course, first day of course. He's like, sorry you got in all that palaver last week, but, next week come more prepared, at least you know what it's like now. Yeah. I was like, well, that is true, Craig, and I'd had a rough few days at home, everything with the wife.
Oh, because you killed her, didn't you?
Yeah, we got into a bit of a barney and I accidentally hit her in the head 15 times with a hammer.
Yeah.
And it was, the police were
wasn't your daughter there as well? I thought you killed little Mary.
Mary got at least 5 hammer shots, but that was just,
Is she alive still?
Coma.
Oh, right.
So that's sort of pending. That's pending.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to get this all out of my mind and... things just don't work out sometimes. And
so you had a wank?
I understand what's been going on. Just stay at home, have a wank, get it out your mind.
Have a sandwich.
And I hope to see you back next week. And I was like, thanks for the message, Craig. Really cheered me up. Played a couple of levels of Candy Crush.
Oh, yeah.
Had to sleep.
I'm a Tetris man.
I didn't wake up for 4 days, obviously.
Why is that?
I couldn't be arsed. And then get a phone call.
Yeah, is it the tech?
Yeah, it's the tech saying, just want to give you your deposit back. I was like, oh, why?
Yeah.
Like, because CFT's no longer on. I was like, why has the course been cancelled? Like, have you not heard the news?
I cut his head off with a chainsaw.
And I was like, no, I've been sleeping for 4 days.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, that's unusual, but we'll come back to that. And so I went into tech to obviously collect the deposit, sat down with Janice, admin.
Yeah, she's great. She was great, obviously, before I...
Yeah. Well, that's emotional.
Chainsaw.
And she's like, Craig, he was, doing...
I just head cut off with a chainsaw.
And it just got in a bit too deep and his head came right off. And I was like, oh, that's bad. And they're like, we're actually doing a collection for Craig's family. If you want to put a few quid in, I was like, no.
No, I stole that afterwards as well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Because some of the other students were a bit pissy with me because obviously I'd cut his head off with a chainsaw. And I said, it's his fault for not teaching me proper safety. And they contended that he had taught me proper safety and that I physically went for him and they had to hold me back. And I threw the chainsaw across the room, skillfully cutting his head off.
Oh, that's a very level.
Well, I thought it was really impressive and they didn't really... For a level 2 student to perform a level 5er like that, I thought was really
very impressive.
Yeah.
I was not there, but I wish I was.
No, they didn't see it, so I was irritated. I took the collection pot, went and bought a Snickers. Got that deep fried at the local chip. It wasn't all that. I thought I'd try it out because people always talk about it. In Scotland, it's big, deep fried Snickers. It's not very nice. Really fatty.
Oh, that's a waste. It's a waste of time.
So, you're not back into chainsaws still?
No, I'm sort of off it at the minute. I'm a crossbow man right now.
You're a crossbower. They had a few crossbows in the film, didn't they?
Yeah, but
we didn't see them used. We just saw them pick them up. It's like a
these will be
close-up of them
useful.
picking them up. Yeah.
Didn't use them.
Yeah, I'm quite big on crossbows for sharks actually.
Because you get it right in the gob.
Oh, that's a good point, but I was thinking more range, because usually you're quite far away from sharks.
Stay away, you're like...
Because most sharks that you'll encounter in a sort of violent sense, in a combative sense, will be airborne.
Yeah, definitely.
And you want to
come in right at you.
Yeah, a few of the characters in this, you had stools.
Stools were used.
Baseballs, crowbars. What happened to the guy with the stool? Did he die?
George.
He just sort of went at some point. I think we were both on Facebook or something at that point. But anyway, melee weapons are fine, and I won't fault the survivors because they did a great job of handling the Sharknado.
You know, they made it out, and that's
definitely the most important thing. But for me, for a trained fighter like myself,
yeah, we're trying killing machine. Let's come on.
No, stop it.
Don't be modest.
Go on.
Like a trained killing machine.
Stop! Don't. Come on.
A trained.
Stop it! Come on.
Killing machine.
But for a guy like myself, who's just a trained sort of killing machine, really. Mm-hmm. I'm usually going for ranged weapons for airborne combatants, and a crossbow's perfect for that. You know why? It's got a range on it.
Range on it.
Yeah. Shotguns, a bit of range, but you want to get up close for a shotgun, really.
Yeah.
If video games are correct, which I would have thought so.
They are, I think.
Sniper rifles, quite good for range.
Yeah, very good for range.
But you have to set it up and you have to look through the scope.
Yeah.
By holding down
consuming.
the left trigger, which is a huge effort. Nobody needs that.
That's why I like grenades.
I was just going to say, because you can cook them for a minute, let them detonate a few seconds later, just out of the hand. And that's pretty badass girls like that.
Yeah.
You get a lot of...
also, what girls like, if you get a little singeing on the knuckles, they'll be like, ooh, he's obviously been playing with grenades.
Oh, that's true.
That makes them very moist. So...
What? Is that true?
Yeah.
What, like vaginally?
Yeah.
Oh, increased vaginal blood flow and or penile erections. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's a handy tip. Can I just fake that with a lighter? If I take a lighter to the skin, that'll get me a lot of probably action.
I would say
sexual action.
A lot of action, yeah.
Wow.
Got a lighter in the drawer if you want to do that right now.
Yeah, I'll do that in a bit. Yeah. I thought that drawer might make more noise. It'd be hilarious to listen to me open the drawer and then subsequently close the drawer, but it was quite a drawer.
It's a smooth opener.
It's IKEA. Is it IKEA?
Let's say yes.
Argos, probably.
No idea.
I've got an Argos drawer, it's pretty nifty.
Does it work?
New Sharknado.
Yeah, it was amazing.
It was pretty good.
It made me smile.
It was a tour de force. Why did it make you smile?
Just that people are happy to stand up to adversity and conquer it.
Yeah, but I'm a big shark conservationist.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And I saw a lot of the things that went on in this film as poaching. Because it's not hunting season.
It's not.
Yeah, they're just wantonly killing sharks. Is that correct use of the word wanton? I'll just trust that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're wantonly killing sharks.
Aren't wontons Chinese food?
No, they're not. No, I think you're wrong there.
Wonton soup, yeah.
That's not true. Shark fin soup.
Shark fin soup.
Hello. One of the main characters is called Finn.
It's a type of dumpling.
I say character, he wasn't a character, he's a real person. And good Finn. Ian Ziering, apparently Zurich.
Yeah.
Don't know who he is. People will go mental that he was in it.
I've never heard
of him. Apparently he's not really been in very much, as far as I can tell.
It's not very... No, I'd never seen him in anything before, ever.
Looking good though for 49 years old.
Oh, looking very good.
Looking amazing for 49 years old. Hope I look like that when I'm 49.
I didn't look like that.
No. You're 54 soon, aren't you?
Yeah. Month and a half.
Good lord. I'll be 21 soon.
Wow. Yeah. 21.
Big difference in age.
Yeah.
What do you think of Sharknado?
Loved it.
Did you love it?
Yeah.
Shall we rate it?
Well, I don't want to be the guy that says it was perfect, because not much is.
Well, what was that guy's name who said that it was perfect?
Bob West.
Bob West. Yeah, I don't want to put Bob West out of a job, but we're professional film critics. He's probably not. So it's understandable that he's going to be completely wrong about that. But yeah, it wasn't really a 10, even though it was a tour de force and it was great and everything.
I loved it.
Wasn't a 10, I don't think.
No, I wouldn't.
10 is perfect.
That's perfect in every way, every frame.
But then on the other side of the scale, it wasn't awful. It wasn't flat out 5.
No, it wasn't horrendous.
It wasn't like the worst film I've ever seen. It's far from 5. In fact, it was more than 5. It's probably bang on in the middle.
In the middle of those two, yeah.
5 and 10.
Like somewhere around the 9.
Probably 9.0.
Yeah, sort of mid
9.0.
Yeah.
Mid to high 9.0, I would say.
Yeah, I'll just put that in.
Are you gonna key that in?
Yeah, I'll key that in.
Cool. Oh, you did. You pressed a key.
Keyed right in.
What key did you press? The left bracket.
9.
9. Yeah, good.
Like this.
Oh, I've done 99 there now.
Oh, I'll take that back.
How'd you do that? Backspace.
Yeah,
that's really cool. So that's film reviewed.
We sort of kicked that right out of the park.
Yeah, we nailed it really. I think we did really well.
We did very, very, very. I'd say very, very well there.
I'd probably give that a 10. That review.
At least.
It's a perfect review.
Minimum.
Well, you can't really get higher than a 10, but...
Well, high 10.
10.9. Mid 10.9.
Mid 10.9.
Yeah. So I think that we should just move straight on to the next segment.
Which is
Dear Bedside.
Mailman! Wow! That's the biggest package I've ever seen! Who's it from?
Can you confirm your bank account details?
Yes! To all! Tell me roll something back. Type this shit down. You are the ones who are the ball lickers!
No, the other king! I thought we were an autonomous collective!
Dear Bedside is the segment where we take emails, letters even, from the adoring public regarding, problems and stuff, and we just sort of give them some advice, like an agony column, but we're not uncles of anyone, so it'd be illegal for us to call ourselves agony uncles.
But we do, however, both have degrees in counselling.
I do, yeah.
Degrees.
Do you also? Because I know I do.
HOSI 08, class of 08.
Where is that? Is that Japan?
Japan.
Yeah.
Japan.
Didn't know you'd been to Japan.
Yeah, I went to Japan to conclude my masters at HOSI.
Oh no, yeah.
Because they've got a great counselling department over there. I mean, I did struggle.
Brilliant canteen as well.
I did struggle for a while because, of course, it was all in Japanese.
Oh, I hate Japanese.
And I don't speak.
You're racist.
I don't speak all right Japanese. Yeah. So the first, 5 or 10 years over there were a bit of a struggle. But
did you learn or too much?
No, too much.
Bothered. Yeah. Big fan of Japanese food though. I like sushi because it never touched the frying pan.
And I like sake.
Sake, yeah.
That's a
sake. Siake.
The drink.
Siake. It's siake, I think.
No, I don't think it is.
Well, I think it is. Who went to Japan for 10 years, you or me? I went to Grimsby,
GU.
Yeah. I did 9 years there, first year counselling, and it really taught me a lot about the, the field of counselling, how to counsel, what not to say, what to say, and how to counsel people. And got a PhD. So I'm a doctor of counselling.
You've done well there.
Well,
good job.
Have I done well? I don't know.
Well, every week.
No, have I or not?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
Every week we get literally hundreds of thousands of letters, emails, postcards, tweets, Snapchats.
A lot of Snapchats.
Kick messages.
Yeah.
Saying
WhatsApps.
Hashtag PB&J.
Yeah.
Give us some help.
Mostly to dearbedside@gmail.com.
But this one stood out to me this week.
What?
And,
no.
Yeah.
What? Stood out to you? What? That's crazy.
I'll read it to you. And,
You're going to read it?
Yeah.
What?
Tell me.
Okay.
Tell me what you think. And I just want to help this guy because I feel like he's really reaching out.
Yeah, okay.
It says, Dear PB&J.
Oh, me and you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love your podcast.
Yeah.
Especially Dear Bedside. I'm currently a 64-year-old man who has been single for the past 5 years.
Oh no, that's embarrassing.
My most recent romantic relationship lasted 10 years.
Oh.
8 of which were wonderful. My
first 2, rocky.
Yeah, terrible. The mid 2, actually.
Yeah, mid 2, yeah.
The first 4 years, great.
Yeah.
2 shit years.
Yeah.
4 great years again.
That's more than 8 years, but,
My ex had 4 adult children and 3 grandchildren. I liked her children a lot, and I loved her grandkids. See that? Differentiating between
like and love, yeah, that's cold.
The year after our relationship ended was the most painful time of my life. Open brackets. This from a man who lost his father in high school. Where did he go?
I don't care about that. Talk less about that, mister.
Spent a year in Vietnam.
I don't give a shit.
Nice.
I don't care. Yeah, Vietnam's a great holiday destination. So
I watched another lover die of cancer.
We've all seen The Notebook. Is that the...
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all seen that, so...
To survive my heartbreak, I started to do lots of community voluntary work.
Well, what you want to do really is cardio.
In the past 4 years, I've been involved with hospice. I've served on the board of directors of a non-profit agency that provides services to survivors of domestic violence and sexual assault.
That's stupid. Do you know what stands out at me there? Non-profit. What you want to do really is switch straight up to the profit business because you're getting loads of money for that.
I've tutored students at a middle school and I've worked an AIDS hotline. Don't know why people are bringing AIDS hotline. During this time, I've had a few dates with women I've met via internet dating services and found one good friend among them, but sadly, no romance.
Dates as in sort of little purple fruits.
Don't know if they're purple.
Well, I've drawn a little purple thing on the...
Oh, that's fine. That's good.
I was going to draw a cock, but...
I have had one sexual encounter since my ex and I broke up, which I paid for. Please.
Sorry.
Please, we've got degrees.
Yeah.
It wasn't very satisfying. I miss sex a lot, but I also miss having someone to talk to and have a meal or coffee with.
Yeah.
There's a new volunteer coordinator at the AIDS hotline where I volunteer, and she's blimmin' wonderful. She's so exciting that I overcame my fears and asked her out to see a play with me.
And came all over her tits.
She said she...
No? That's weird.
She said she couldn't go because she had a friend visiting from out of
bullshit.
town.
She lied to you.
I believe that.
Why?
I know I should ask her out again since she seemed willing, but one of my fears is that I'm old enough to be a father. I don't want to be a dirty old man.
Well, you are.
My counsellor said, just be light at first. Start easy and be funny. Be Cary Grant, she said. But I don't know if I can do that, PB and or J.
Why is he putting and or?
I don't know.
He knows that it's to both of us.
I give to lots of people, but I have emotional needs too. I want sex, affection and emotional closeness. I want someone to care about me. I know people do care about me already, but I want that someone special. I want to be loved and to receive love, to have someone there for me. My hunger for this is so great that I fear it's too much to ask anyone for. I'm afraid that if the volunteer coordinator did go out with me, I would share all of this at once with her. I know she'll be compassionate, she'll be scared off because she'll perceive me as needy. Of course, I know that even if the volunteer coordinator and I did start seeing each other, she may not be the person for me, or I the person for her. I want to take that chance. I don't want fear to get in the way. What do you think, PB and or J?
Right, okay.
Thank you in advance. Fear of asking too much.
Not a name. I've seen this a lot.
Have you?
Yeah, in the counselling game. This is schizophrenia.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a mental illness, Jay.
I've heard of it.
You have?
I saw it on the news once.
Okay, well, for those of you who haven't heard of it, what happens is that you get into a sort of thrilling plot of murder and mystery, usually involving a retired cop coming out of retirement, and then there's going to be two characters who are quite similar, two sides of the same coin, and then at the end it's going to turn out that was actually one character with schizophrenia, which is multiple personality. And then obviously in real life it's not, it's got nothing to do with that, but it's multiple personality, and it's way one side of you is a killer and the other side of you isn't a killer, and so at the end of it you're going to have to come together and bring these two sides together and usually resolve a childhood issue. So what did he say was a childhood issue? Vietnam?
He was in Vietnam and his father got lost in high school.
Don't care about that. Don't care about that.
And watched
bullshit. Boring. So Vietnam then,
Nam.
Yeah, so what he wants to do really, straight back to Vietnam.
Get right on the boat.
Face his fears.
Yeah.
And
stand up to those Kong.
Yeah. Probably also see a show. Catch a bite.
Yeah, there probably are a lot of shows.
Yeah.
In
Vietnam.
In Nam.
Well, there are, yeah.
Shall I Google it?
No need.
Shows in...
I mean, you can do, but...
Vietnam. Oh, it just says loads.
Yeah, does it say loads?
Yeah, loads, don't worry. But don't worry about Googling it, it says just all be loads.
Oh, right. Let's have a look.
Just there.
Oh, no, yeah, no. Yeah, it does say that. Yeah, so I would see a show, A, and then go on to do B, catch a bite.
Yeah.
See a show, catch a bite. That's the AB method. That's a method that I've written about in 3 of my books. I pioneered it in my first book.
Yeah.
Which was the AB method by P. Bear.
Yeah.
My second book was Overcoming the Monster, and that was more about stopping killing.
Yeah. Wow, that's very important.
Yeah. And then my third book, obviously, was Mr. Tibble's Ghost Picnic. That was for the kids.
For the kids, really.
That was for childhood audiences. But I did talk about the AB method in that.
Just like...
I just brought it up because I thought that's what people want from a P. Bear book. They see the name P. Bear. Oh, hey, is this the P. Bear? Dr. P. Bear?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Here's the AB method. So for those of you who haven't read my books and who want to know a little bit more about my method from my books, it's basically the first thing you do is you catch a show.
Yeah.
And then you catch a bite.
Catch a bite.
And then you're feeling lovely. After that, you're feeling great. Yeah.
It's quite a simplistic method as well, which I like.
No, it isn't. No, it's not. It's circuitous, it's meandering, but it gets the job done. So there's a lot involved in it. You've got to do a lot of things to achieve it. You've got to first of all find and book tickets to a show.
Yeah.
And then secondly, you've got to find out what you're allergic to, what your tastes are. Usually you'll have done that through the course
Also
of your
got
life.
to get to the show, let's just say that.
Well, you've got to arrange transport.
Yeah.
A chauffeur.
Attire.
Yeah, attire.
Casual.
Well, what I advise in the first book is that usually you want to go smart cash.
Smart cash, yeah.
So jeans, sports coat, sports jacket.
That's nice.
Throw on a tie if you want.
Are we drinking at the show? We have beverages.
No alcohol.
Are we having snacks?
During the show?
Yeah, during the show.
No. But for the bite?
Yeah.
Yes.
Snacks and alcohol.
Snacks and alcohol for the bite. Not for the show though. You want to separate those two. You want to keep them very separate. Mm-hmm. So, Vietnam, show-wise, you've got a lot of stand-up comedy, a lot of indie music, a lot of pioneering new films coming out, video games, a lot of cons, a lot of arcades.
Yeah.
So pick what's his name again? Is it Jeremy? Steve. Yeah, Steve. That's a name to me that screams theatre. So you're going to want to catch a pantomime.
Or pantomime.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say pantomime.
Yeah. Or ballet, which is the dance where they have little skirts on.
They stand on the toes.
So probably pantomime, and then you're going to want to go for a more pastry-based dish.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe a pasty, maybe a scone.
What about a tartlet?
Maybe a tartlet, yeah, maybe a tartlet.
Because that's not as sort of working class and on the go as your basic pasty. It's so you can sit down and enjoy.
But it isn't like.
I can see what you mean. Yeah.
So it's got both of those things going for it. Clotted cream.
Yeah.
For me, Tesco. What about you?
Well, see, it depends if you're going full fat.
Full fat, yeah, definitely.
Well, if you're going full fat, then definitely Tesco. But if you want the lower fat,
Morrison's lower fat one.
Morrison's lower fat. They've got a great
range of lower fat dairy. First of all, you got your yogs.
Yogs. So many yogs.
You've got a lot of proactive bacterial yogs, which are great for the mouth and tummy. Yeah, because they'll just crawl around right inside it.
Yeah.
Milks.
Not
as big of a fan of their milks.
No,
because I've only ever tried them when they've gone off by a few months.
Tastes
very
rancid.
Sort of rancid, sour.
Edam.
Their Edam range is, for me, the most extensive of all supermarkets, but that's where you're going for a toss-up between quality and quantity. Because as does Edam, you can't beat it. Try.
You can't.
Just try. You won't. You can try if you want, but you won't. But Morrison's, they offer all sorts of sizes of Edam.
Yeah.
You're talking
10
small.
kilos.
Well, 10 kilos. Yeah. I'll get to that. You're talking, first of all, though.
Yeah.
Just start off at the beginning. Small. Small, medium. Medium, large. Extra large. 10 kilos.
10 kilos.
Yeah. Served in a variety of shapes as well. You're talking circular, triangular.
Oh, no, you said so.
Yeah, I've said circular. I've done triangular.
Yeah,
so there's those ones, shape-wise. However, if you're not going to go for a clotted cream, then probably what you're going to want is jam instead. I've recently been getting into other fruit preserves.
Oh, that's interesting. Tell me more about that.
Well, it started off when I went berry picking.
Yeah.
Down the local lake, TFC lake.
Yeah.
I was berry picking. You know, it's fenced in. It's in a big area. What do you call it? A big area where there's like traffic. Road.
Yeah.
It's fenced in, right? It's a big property, so it's a big lake, and there's a big walk around it, as you know. Trees, a lot of bushes.
Yeah.
So I went berry picking with Zabs. I thought I'd scout the area out. This is just when we had bought it, but we hadn't put the water in yet, so it was a dry lake. And there was a homeless man there.
Oh.
And he, well, that's a weird reaction. He was trespassing.
Oh, trespassing?
Well, he didn't have permission to be there. Obviously.
KCE.
What's that? Kill, cook, eat. Yeah, I did. Yeah, we killed him.
Oh, thank fuck.
Cooked him and ate him.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, this is very savoury. He's very salty meat. I need some sweets.
That's fair enough.
I need maybe something fruity.
Something berry-esque.
Yeah, and Zabs went, well, what you want, Peter, is a preserve of some sort. And I said, that's true, Zabs, that is true, but where are we going to get a preserve this time of night? In Grimsby. And she said, well, make our own, because we've got berries. We had a little old Ribena thing full of berries. And Zabs always carries a pot around with her and a kilo of sugar. And a little stove, a little camping stove.
She just eats that.
She usually scoops it out with a bare hand, like a bear. But she hadn't started on this one yet, because it was a fresh one.
Oh, that's nice.
So we set the stove down, lit a small fire, which did decimate the local wildlife, because we were very drunk. I'm very drunk now, are you?
Yes.
Yeah, so we won't start any fires now, because I've learnt that when you start fires drunk, you usually will decimate wildlife, and we did. But whatever, it's not about that. So we put the thing on the stove, put some water in from the pump that was going into the lake, and a lot of sugar, and then just threw all the berries in. And didn't obviously work.
No.
But we went to Morrison's.
Bought a nice preserve.
Bought a blackcurrant preserve.
Oh, well, lovely.
It was alright, yeah.
What's your favourite preserve? Jam.
Yeah. What about you?
Jam as well.
Yeah. How do you like to eat it?
Toast.
On toast, yeah. You know what I like to do though? A bit of butter.
First?
Yeah.
So, toast, butter, jam.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, no, first of all, bread in the toaster.
Bread in the toaster until toasted.
I've been going for Bergen bread lately with seeds in it.
Alright.
Pre-sliced, obviously, because I'm quite well off now, so I can splash.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. So, it's Bergen bread, it's butter, and it's jam.
Yeah.
And then you slice it in half, put one half on top of the other, and you've got a little toasted jam sandwich.
That's clever. That's very clever. Do you know what might work on that, on those jam sandwiches? Bit of peanut butter?
I hadn't guessed yet, but...
Oh, let me retract that.
Okay.
Do you know what might work on those jam sandwiches?
Anchovies.
Peanut butter.
Oh, peanut butter. That'd be good. Peanut butter and jam.
Yeah.
You could abbreviate that somehow. You could shorten it.
P-boo.
P-boo. P-boo and jam.
P-boo and jam.
P-boo and jam. Yeah. Yeah.
That's true.
Hashtag that.
Yeah.
P-boo and jam.
Jam. That's a trend, I'd say. That's probably going to trend.
Yeah. So anyway, Steve.
You know. Get over yourself.
Yeah, stop being such a fucking baby about it, basically.
Just ask the woman out.
Yeah, ask someone out. Or another prostitute.
It's easy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's far easier, saves a lot of time. Brevity's sake.
You can just be like, here's 20 quid.
Yeah. Is that really what you pay for a prostitute?
Well, if you know the right ones.
That's very expensive.
Yeah.
It's been a good show, I think.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it.
It's not been too bad. We've talked about preserves, talked about chainsaws, talked about Leah Remini and the Scientology fiasco.
Yeah, that was exciting.
Talked about NAM. We've talked about my books, the AB Method.
The AB Method.
Detailed therein, which are available on Amazon if you want to buy those.
Can I get them on Kindle?
Yeah.
Good.
Is that the ebook reader? Yes. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
We've talked about other stuff as well, and I think it's been a great show. I think
I've had a great time.
I think it's been a great ep. I've had a wonderful time. Have we got anything else to cover before we go?
No.
Because I'm dying for a wank.
Yeah, me too, actually.
I just really need to
about
get
an
some
hour
frustration
since I've had
out.
one, so.
Has it? It's been about 15 minutes for me. longer than I usually go, but I managed it.
I'm impressed.
Look at these. Look at the size of these. I know, the BB.
God.
The C's fine.
The C's.
But the BB.
Normal.
Yeah, the C. Well, the C's, if anything, a little bit elongated because it's warm.
BB, yeah.
BB though.
Space hoppers.
Space hoppers. Pair of blue space hoppers. Anyway, it's been a good ep.
It has.
Thank you for joining me, Jay.
It's been my pleasure.
And to the millions listening, thank you for listening.
Until next week.
Goodbye.
Adios.